Don't let frustrating parking tickets or customer service representatives get the best of you. Learn how AI-powered chatbots like DoNotPay can help protect your rights. Have you ever had to deal with a frustrating parking ticket or a customer service representative? Was there an easier way to fight back and protect your rights? Technology is changing the way that we rely on legal help, and the rise of AI-powered chatbots like DoNotPay is no exception. In this video, we dive deep into the implications of using AI for legal help and how it could and should be used to ensure everyone is protected. Join us to learn more about DoNotPay and the impact it could have on the industry if used judiciously. Subscribe to AI Topia and keep watching to learn more about how DoNotPay and AI-powered chatbots could revolutionize the legal industry and protect everyone's rights. DoNotPay is an AI-powered chatbot that makes it easier to fight parking tickets, get refunds for canceled flights, and deal with customer service representatives, but it has faced some challenges, like data security and privacy protocols while dealing with sensitive information like bank accounts and contact numbers. Plus, some people don't trust an algorithm to give legal advice. So how do we balance automation with consumer trust? DoNotPay has faced some legal issues that have made it difficult for its services to be widely available. For example, some jurisdictions or courts have laws that restrict the practice of law or giving legal advice. This makes it hard to make the service more accessible, and some lawyers and bar associations are worried that AI-based chatbots could take away from their profession and threaten traditional lawyer roles. What effect has this resistance had on justice systems? How will technology continue to challenge our ideas about getting legal help? DoNotPay has faced many challenges on their journey, like the fear that their services could replace human lawyers and disagreements with regulatory bodies. This brings up the important question of how our justice systems need to change as technology advances, with access to legal help still being only for those who can afford a lawyer at traditional law firms. Or will smaller companies use AI-powered chatbots like DoNotPay to be able to provide legal help as well? As the discussion continues, it's important for everyone involved, legislators, consumers, and businesses, to come together and create regulations to protect people's rights while still allowing for more innovations in the legal field. What could happen if access to legal aid becomes more widely available through automated platforms? What do you think the implications would be if access to legal aid becomes more widely available through automated platforms? Leave a comment with your thoughts. DoNotPay has been really successful since it launched, but how reliable is it? To figure out if it's a good service, we need to look at two things: accuracy of results and consistency across different cases. People have said it can be helpful in some situations, but may not always have enough info to make a decision. Whether it can keep working depends on two things: AI technology getting better and law changing so it can become possible. This brings up an important question: what should governments and businesses do to make sure that people can trust automated systems like DoNotPay with their data and get good results? DoNotPay makes it easy to fight a parking ticket, get a refund for canceled flights, or deal with customer service representatives. People love it because it helps them quickly resolve issues without having to understand complex legal information. But how do people understand the implications of this? Does easy access mean that more people are balancing complacency when it comes to their rights and when it comes to using online services? And how does technology like DoNotPay help people protect themselves legally while still using platforms they're comfortable with? We need to explore this further if we want to make sure tech justice remains accessible but not abused. DoNotPay's user-friendly interface makes it easy and fast to access its services. Whether you intend to use the website or app, you'll be guided through a chatbot message system and presented with pre-filled forms to automatically fill in information available. This approach helps make legal processes easier for people who don't have a lot of experience with them. But DoNotPay isn't a substitute for traditional legal services, though it does offer another option when looking into things like parking tickets or flight refunds, something people might avoid because of the cost of hiring lawyers from firms. But how can we make sure discounts on costs associated with getting professional help? What strategies could both robot lawyers and human lawyers use to keep prices competitive while still offering quality service? Leave a comment below with your thoughts. DoNotPay's AI-based interface is making legal services more accessible and cost-effective for many people who wouldn't otherwise be able to afford them. The free basic services like parking tickets or claiming refunds from canceled flights make it easier to get the help you need when dealing with customer disputes or navigating through complex bureaucratic environments. Plus, because DoNotPay works in an automated way, finding relevant information online instead of relying on human lawyers all the time, pricing is stayed competitive compared to traditional law firms for certain cases. This means anyone can use DoNotPay without having to be an expert in law and process. But what impact does this have on justice systems? Is automation becoming a substitute for professional expertise? What implications could there be if technology takes over areas more traditionally only accessed by professionals? And how will this change affect those seeking justice in our society today? DoNotPay is making legal processes more accessible and efficient for people who don't have the resources to hire a professional. However, artificial intelligence-based chatbots still can replace human expertise when it comes to understanding complex procedures or providing timely advice on urgent cases. Plus, due to restrictive laws in some jurisdictions, the services are limited, meaning there may be times where DoNotPay cannot help solve certain scenarios without intervention from an expert lawyer or other person with a specialist knowledge. Another issue associated with using AI technology like DoNotPay is double standards. Although automation helps us speed up tedious tasks and provide turnaround time at reasonable cost levels according to prevailing regulations, humans often make decisions based on social context, which robots don't yet possess the capabilities required for navigating such nuances as a replacement of lawyers would traditionally do. This means there could potentially exist unequal access between those relying on bots versus those receiving personally tailored advice while seeking justice across circumstances they encounter and using automated platforms. What would happen if users were unable to find themselves financially or legally, or hesitant due to trust issues to switch over completely to automated systems? How can we ensure that these new technologies uphold both traditional values like fairness as well as quality service delivery, while being aware of false positives picked up by algorithms? People often turn to DoNotPay for legal help as it provides valuable service like fighting parking tickets or claiming refunds. But if the system is unable to help with a specific problem, what options do users have? Well, if you can't find an answer on the free platform, you can contact customer service and try alternative dispute resolution like arbitration or mediation. It's a good idea to get professional advice from a human lawyer, especially in complicated cases, who can help you understand more intricate laws and processes while protecting your rights. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide what you feel more comfortable dealing with, technology or seeking traditional face-to-face assistance. Finally, there needs to be responsible use of AI chatbots for getting legal support. We need guidelines to protect consumer data but don't limit access to justice by only allowing those who understand complex legal frameworks. Otherwise, could certain contractual agreements become invalid due to ignorance? DoNotPay is an AI-powered chatbot that provides free legal service to help people fight parking tickets, get refunds for canceled flights, and deal with customer service representatives. While this service is insanely popular, it has faced some challenges like data security and privacy protocols when dealing with sensitive information, as well as trust issues due to the automated nature of the service. In order to make sure the automation is balanced with consumer trust, we need to explore how our justice system needs to change as technology advances, and how governments and businesses can ensure that people can trust automated systems like DoNotPay with their data and get good results. We also need to consider the implications of easy access to legal help, and how it can protect people's rights while still allowing for innovation in the field. Are you ready to take the next step in advancing the legal system and creating a more equitable and accessible justice system? Oasis is a revolutionary AI-powered chatbot that can help you get the legal help you need with the high costs of a lawyer. Don't miss out on this opportunity to make a difference. Go ahead and watch our next video so that you can learn more about Oasis and how you can use it to get the legal help that you need.